Welcome to my channel. I see I've already got a ton of requests. So we're just going to dive right in today. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking. But I do need to remind you that I have a cough because of a lung problem that I have. And so I have to cough when I'm talking, and that I just apologize for it. There's nothing I can do about it. Excuse me. It does take several hours to process this after we're done, so the video will be up on YouTube probably this evening around 5 or 6 o'clock, maybe 7. Just depends on any problems that I run into. Also want to remind you that the chat has a character limit in Rumble. So if you're going to make a request, put your URL in first, or alternative to that is to put in the name, the string, the name of the video that you want me to react to first before you make any comments, just in case your comments get cut off. And you can always do a second chat to complete your comment. I've got my phone here, so I've got the chat up. I'll be able to read your chats and see what you're saying. Excuse me. But that's just a reminder. Also, I would ask that you not make any requests for anything longer than 10 minutes, because it's not really fair to everyone else if you're asking for really long reactions when everyone else has 4 or 5 minutes. Generally, I can do somewhere between 22 and 26 reactions during the show, and then I do a supplemental on Monday to try and catch the rest. I don't get them all, but I get many of them. And so don't be afraid to make a request if you were late getting here, because it may get reacted to tomorrow. Okay? So let's look at the requests. We'll go to the first one. And it's a long list. Wow. Okay, so Creatinine Lover 67 got in first, and he's asked for Blood Rock. Let's see. Please put, okay. He says, please put quality to 1080p. I guess I have to look at that and see what I have to do. Okay, so put this in here, and I don't see where I can adjust the quality. Is that under file or something? Let me see. No. Details maybe? Doesn't look like it. Playback speed. Well, I don't want to change that, obviously. I'll tell you what, we're just gonna do it, because I don't see how I can adjust that. All right, so this is Blood Rock Whiskey Revenge.
To the devil's desert, bread on oven, timber steel, and seeking nothing pleasant. Cloaked and scarfed in ornaments and saddled by desire, racing towards the water side, whose sting will drown the fire. Vengeance tears my soul, vengeance rips my flesh, hatred sets my course, Satan owns my heart, and I must pay. Just want to follow Lawrence of Arabia and men of Sleepy Hollow. passion, nourished by a million dreams, while life is only ration. Searching for a careful soul to be my gentle warden, bathing in my mother's milk until I'm granted pardon. Vengeance tears my soul, vengeance rips my flesh, hatred sets my course, Satan owns my heart, and I must pay.
Okay. Well, you know what I noticed in that. Satan owns my soul and I must pay. I've been spending some time recently watching videos of people who've had near-death experiences. And some of them experience heaven, but some of them experience hell. And the descriptions that they give are beyond terrifying. Beyond terrifying. They describe seeing people, and it's weird. It's like, you know, they have an out-of-body experience, and I don't know if it's a vision or if they're actually taken there, or how it actually works. I don't know that. But what they see and what they describe is that when they're falling, they're falling. One guy said he was falling extremely fast and really slow at the same time, which is kind of strange if you think about it. I don't know how you do that, but you know, it's not of this realm, so who knows what the capabilities are in the other realm. But consistently, the people that have gone to hell describe their ability to understand and know completely the entire lives of the people that are there. They understand everything about them instantly, like flash, and they know it all. And their mind is just filled with all this information. And they can hear the people screaming, and they see really terrible things. One woman described a man who was taken out of a jail cell and put into a big blender, and then they blended him, and it broke every bone in his body, and he could feel all of it. It was screaming bloody murder. He ended up being a puddle at the bottom of the blender. Then the devil spirits took him out and put him on the ground, and he reconstituted into what he was before, and they put him back in his jail cell. And he does that every day. That's hell is an apt description for that. So just you know, there are some rock bands that have sold their souls to the devil, and I don't know if Blood Rock is one of them, but that's what they were saying. I sold my soul to the devil, and now I must pay. And it seems, you know, when you say the words, it seems kind of trivial and doesn't really sound all that bad. But if what these people are saying is true, if what they've experienced is real, it's worse than bad. It's absolutely horrendous. So, you know, I'm not someone who thinks that that you save people, that you get people, to bring people to Christ by scaring the daylights out of them. Excuse me. But apparently, for some people, that's necessary. So, if you have any curiosity along those lines, just type into YouTube near-death experience, or NDEs they call them, and then see what you find. Stumbling Bumblebee. Oh, excuse me. Stumbling Bumblebee asks for Hole Dwelling by Kikuo and says it should have subtitles. So let's see what we got. Okay. You know I have to sit through the ads before I do have you on the right screen, right? Yeah. Okay. I have to sit through the ads before we can start the video, so you just have to sit and listen to me yap while I do that. Let's see. Okay. So this one starts without, it started with a long ad, but then it just goes right into the video. There's no skip. So here we go. This is Hole Dwelling by Kikuo. Huh. Let me start that over, since, you know, I never know with these things that have subtitles, are they printed on the screen, or do I have to enable subtitles? And so in this case I have to. So I'm going to back it up and start over because we may have missed something. Okay. Well, that's one of the most quirky, unique, unusual, and fascinating pieces of music I've ever heard. It was, there was lots of different instruments in there that I heard, and if it hadn't been for the lyrics, I never would have known what they were singing. I would have actually thought it was an instrumental. Really unusual, and the graphic fit the song perfectly. I don't know what that was. It was like a vortex or something, and of bodies appeared to me, or some kind of beings. And I also thought, isn't it fascinating how so much of music either talks about, mentions, or says the word God and Satan, one or the other or both. Really fascinating, because I talked about this at my Friday God Talks live stream. There's two planes of existence that they don't overlap. They exist in the same plane. One is spiritual, the other is physical. And if you're not born again, you can't see, hear, touch, do anything with the spiritual world at all unless they decide to come and manifest themselves to you, which can happen, both good and bad. But if you're born again, then you can see and hear and touch both realms, and you understand more about what's going on. Excuse me. You understand more about what's going on, depending on how thoroughly you've exercised your spiritual muscles. Let's put it that way. If you don't exercise them at all, you'll be almost like a natural man. A natural man is a man with no spirit. But anyway, it's just fascinating to me that is so often the case. Gosh. Struggling today. Nalil says, hello, this is Invisible Man by Tokyo Incidents. Hope you enjoy. So, here we go. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let me take a peek at chat and see what's going on. Boy, there's a bunch of requests. Holy crow. Wow. Number 42 in the queue. Well, okay. If you're number 42 in the queue, I would say it's pretty certain that you'll get into the supplemental, but you won't be today, that's for sure. Rack 'em Up by Johnny Lang. Okay. Wow. Y'all are still putting in requests. Wow. Amazing. I wish there were two of me. I could split off and I could do two shows at the same time. And then I could do both. But then you'd have to split off to watch them both. Which is kind of weird if you think about it. But anyway, yeah. What was the request again? I've completely forgotten. Invisible Man by Tokyo Incidents. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. I have so much fun doing this. It's ridiculous. Wow. I like that. That was a fascinating combination of sounds. The piano and the guitars and the places where they didn't play and then interjected just one note or one chord and then didn't play again. I just thought that was really cool. That was a good sound. I like these guys. And I'm pretty sure, well, now I'm positive, I'll be creating a playlist for them because we've done them twice now. Maybe 3 times, I don't remember. But that was good stuff. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for asking for that one. Tonso8 says, hello, Paul. Hope you're doing well. This is The Vow of Love by Sheena Ringo. All right, well, we've listened to Sheena several times before, so this will be, I was going to say nothing new, but that's not true. It will be new. So, that started out right way immediately. No ads at all. I never know what they're going to do. So this is, okay. It says La Vue d'Amour. So it's always fascinating when people whose native language is one thing are singing in a different native language. And I assume that's what she's doing. We'll find out soon enough.
しとくなしわかる残暑
That was like a big band sound. That was really great. Different for her from what I've heard before. But, and the song, the lyrics were really interesting. It's like, I'm so in love. I'm going to make a fool of myself, but I don't care because I'm in love. And that is a great way to be. Just so you don't get completely foolish about it. But that was just great. I really enjoyed that a lot. Thank you for asking for that one. That was some good stuff. Let's see. Invincible Cars says, Happy Sunday. My request for today is Adult Medicine by Go-Go 7188. Let's see. Control-C. Get that one put in. And, of course, we have to listen through an ad, but that's okay. You don't have to. Okay, so let's see if there's subtitles. Nope. Okay. All right, so I got, let's see, your request is Adult Medicine by Go-Go 7188, but this is Otona no Kusura, which I hope is adult medicine. We'll find out soon enough. Here we go. Quick End. That was good. and you know what I thought of? Japanese music has been thoroughly westernized. This is not Japanese music. This is Western music, but it's being played in Japan. The sound is the same. It's really fascinating that that's happening. And I see that I have sun on my left shoulder. Huh. Oh well. I could pull the blind, but what the heck, it's not affecting my face. So I'll leave it like it is. That was a fascinating song. I love the bass. The bass was great. I love it when bass is playing a melody, basically. I don't know if you'd call it a melody, but you know what I'm saying. It's more than just boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me. It's got that bum 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 bum. You know, it's got some movement to it and some life. I like that. Okay, Balthazar's. He's going to get all his Bleach requests in. The last one made it. It was not copyrighted. That was interesting. I don't know how they figure that out. I really don't. How do they decide that one is copyrighted and another is not? That's just weird to me. I don't understand the logic behind it. I don't understand the thinking behind it. But hey, I get to do them live and you get to watch them live, so that's worth something. And then if they make it past the censors, it shows up in the show when it's recorded, which happened last week, oddly enough. I was really surprised. I thought for sure it would be blocked, but it wasn't. So let's cross our fingers and hope that this one isn't either. This is Bleach Opening 5. Boy, these things are quick, these Bleach openings. But I guess that makes sense if you think about it. It's just an opening to an anime, so you don't want it to be too long because you don't want to lose the attention of the viewer, and they're anxious to get into the story. So I guess that makes sense. It's good music, though. It's got a great beat to it, and I like it. It sounds good to my ears. And now we have my favorite TT Resident. He's down to 1, 2, 3, 4. You're 7th now. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 7th. Wow. Taking a slight detour off the usual JK, here's MJ doing one of his many groovy songs. Okay, fun yet sad fact. He never ever performed this live. Wow. Huh. You have to wonder why. I guess we'll find out when we watch it, right? We'll see. But I mean, it's if you think about it, it's an interesting thing about performers. Any performer that's fairly prolific in terms of writing music will have a catalog of songs that they've recorded but never released. Excuse me. And I don't know if it's just because of the schedule or the time, or they didn't think it was that good or what, but it seems to happen to many of the really prolific artists that produce a lot of music, is they have much more music in the can, if you will, than they've released. So this is Michael Jackson, Pretty Young Thing.
You make me feel so good inside. I've always wanted a girl just like you. Such a PYT, pretty young
he was the best. He was just the best. He was, oh, you know, the timing of his singing and the phrasing of it and the sounds that he would make, the and that kind of stuff, and just he was just you know, he was the music. And it's such a shame that he's gone. And I think, you know, from what little I know about him, I think he lived a very sad life, and it's unfortunate that he did, because he was such a bright figure and he had such wonderful sense of timing and music, and he just could sing a song like no one else could sing it, and do it in a way that just made you want to move and dance. And oh man, so sad that he's gone. Really is. I hadn't heard that before, but I'm glad I did hear it. That was a great song. I'm surprised that it wasn't released. I would have thought that it would have been. But, you know, like I say, people who are prolific in music, like they write lots of songs, and they have, excuse me, they have lengthy careers. They often have unreleased songs for some reason that just never see the light of day. And some of them, like this one, Pretty Young Thing, are really, really good. And you wonder why they were never released. But we'll never know, you know? We'll just never know. The Beatles are the same way. They have unreleased music. Rolling Stones, other groups like that. So this next request is from Nadia K, asking for the Vienna Boys Choir on the Today Show recently. Okay. Well, am I on the right screen? I am on the right screen. Okay. We are going to watch this, and I bet it gets blocked because it's the Today Show, and they're jealous of their copyright. Oh, goodness. That wasn't starting at the right place. Okay, here we go.
The Vienna Boys Choir is one of the most famous choirs in the world, with voices like angels, known for their pure and pristine sound. The choir dates back to 1498, spanning 6 centuries, performing for presidents to princesses. I met up with the Vienna Boys Choir on their 19-state U.S. tour in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania for their Christmas in Vienna concert.
What do you think it is about the choir itself that has resonated for hundreds of years all over the world?
When they listen to us, we portray this special, what we call the angelic voice. Before their voice change, you know, it's really, really clean, really pure. And I think that touches people's heart.
For more than a decade, Jimmy Chung has been the choir master and says choir boys' ages range from 10 to 14, and they practice 2 hours every day. But by high school, as their voices get deeper, they age out.
Are these boys born with the gift of song, or is that something that you can teach them? Or is it a combination of the two?
I think it's a combination. It's not just about singing and music. They have to be able to work together.
The Vienna Boys Choir is actually comprised of 4 separate choirs who attend their boarding school in Vienna. This tour includes 23 boys from 10 different countries.
What's it been like for you these last few years?
I mean, it's a great experience, so you get to see big states like Chicago, Washington. I was in Japan 4 years ago.
Avi, how much practice does it take to be in the choir?
It always pays off to practice. As they say in Carnegie Hall, practice, practice, practice.
When you're not in the choir, What are you listening to?
I like Eminem.
Eminem.
Yeah.
I think we're spirit animals.
Tupac.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew I liked you.
On stage, they are extraordinary. But off, they're ordinary kids.
When you grow up, have we given thought to what we want to do?
I thought of being an architect.
I think I want to be a pilot.
I want to be a brain surgeon.
Wow.
The Vienna Boys Choir invited me to join their rehearsal at Lehigh University's Zollner Arts Center with the time-honored classic and one of my favorites, Silent Night.
Thank you for the invitation to join for Silent Night. I'm a terrible singer. Do you have any tips?
No, I don't have any tips.
He's like, go with God. Good luck.
Instead of singing the text, you sing like with an O.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
You're being generous.
Yeah.
Mr. Melvin, we brought a shirt for you in the dressing room.
Oh, well, thank you.
Come follow me.
Well, I may not exactly sound the part, but at least I'm looking. No, I do not speak German, but I did give it my best shot. Sorry, so sorry. It's
Heilige Nacht.
Heilige Nacht. So sorry. Maybe we do an English version?
Wow, that was awesome. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We ended on a high note, but these superstars were ready to move on to some of their biggest shows. For their final triumph, Carnegie Music Hall in New York City. A Christmas celebration like no other, where the spirit of the holidays shines bright. So ahead of our visit, they sent me my homework, but the lyrics were in German.
Oh.
Yeah, so thankfully they do one verse in English. But guys, how cool to be able to sing Silent Night with the Vienna Boys Choir.
That's great.
But they said that that was one and done.
Oh, they don't want you back? I thought you sounded pretty good.
Well, you're very kind.
You sing all the time. I find you're always in key.
That's
Yeah, it's true.
And you look pretty dapper in that sailor outfit. Hey, sailor, new in town? Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
I can't help it. That was so funny. Oh, Lord of mercy. He was so out of place. Oh, God. Excuse me. He just was so out of place. Just totally out of place. It was like... it's amazing to me, these guys. I mean, this is 600 years. Holy crow. And they're from all over the world. And their conductor is from all over the world. I mean, it's crazy. This is the best of the best of the best. And you can hear it when they sing. They are just, they're just the best. They're fantastic. They're incredible. Their sound, it just gets into you. So, OG Papa Smurf, this guy is from Australia, and it's the middle of the night for him. So I got to give him credit for, hey, he shows up. That's amazing to me. He says, hey, Paul, I want to sincerely apologize for getting the latest supplemental claimed. I don't know what you mean there. To make it up to you, here's some Jailhouse Blues. Literally. You were in the supplemental, weren't you? Let me go take a look real quick. Well, I can't tell because I don't keep the request names in there. So I can't tell, but I think you were. Pretty sure you were. But we'll see. Okay. So, oh, sorry. I gotta put the song in first. Hold on. I'm getting myself sidetracked here. And of course I have to sit through ads for a minute. But that's okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, Papa Smurf. You've done it now. You have done it now. Look what he's asked for. B.B. King. Excuse me. B.B. King, The Thrill Is Gone. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe you asked for this. Unreal. This is fantastic. I don't even have to hear this. I got it in my head, but we're going to play it anyway. Here you go.
Although
We hope you've been enjoying yourselves up to now. Have you been having a little fun? Thank you so much. I want to thank all the people from the board and everybody that helped to make this possible. That is allowing us to be able to perform for you. And I want to thank you for requesting us. And I would like to do it again sometime if you would like to have us back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to say one other thing to you. Lucille, that's my guitar here. You know, we feel very good today. Very, very good. Very, very good. So we have a little tune, one last little tune we'd like to do for you. And it's called Please Accept My Love.
I think, in my opinion, he is the best blues guitarist, singer/singer ever. He just, you know, he could slam it. He was something else. He just was fantastic. Really, really, really enjoyable to listen to. And I love, you know, his guitar was really simple. It wasn't all complex and fancy stuff, but it was cool. And it was perfect for what he was doing. And just the best. Absolutely the best. Thank you for asking for that. And I saw your note about, what was it, Crimson King, I think you said? Yeah, the King Crimson. Yeah. That was kind of an interesting deal last week because the way that I do the videos is after it's done, I download it from Rumble and then I upload it to YouTube immediately, unedited. And the reason why, the reason why I do that is so that YouTube will do their processing and tell me what's copyrighted so that I can remove it from the show. Well, last week I uploaded it. Excuse me. This is the supplemental now. I uploaded it. They gave me a list of copyrighted songs. I took them out. I got all my editing done and everything. I uploaded it, and it was copyrighted again. They added another song after I did it, which was weird. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they didn't catch it the first time. I don't know why they did catch it the second time. But that was irritating because then I had to re-edit, remove it, change the times on all the index from that song forward. And it was just frustrating. So Chris 1976 requests Andre Rieu Having Fun on Stage. This is Andre Rieu Knight Rider theme song and Looking for Freedom. I gotta go search for this one because he didn't give me a URL, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. So see, this is the thing. If you don't have a URL, if you'll give me what you see on the screen, the exact line. For example, this says Knight Rider theme song and Looking for Freedom, Andre Rieu. If you give me that, I can usually get the exact song you're looking for. So that's just a hint. So this is Andre Rieu and David Hasselhoff, believe it or not. Knight Rider theme song and Looking for Freedom. Okay. Just let me double check. I make sure I got it on the right screen because I don't want to play this without you. Okay, here we go. Oh, seriously. They drove the car out on the stage.
Get out of here. This is Andre's show. could buy, but freedom I had none. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I've been looking for freedom. Still the search goes on. I've been looking for freedom since I left my hometown. I've been looking for freedom, still it can't be found. I paid a lot of dues, had plenty to lose, traveling across the land. I worked on a farm, got some muscle in my arm, still I'm not a self-made man. I'll be on the run for many years to come. I'll be searching door to door, and given some time, someday I'm gonna find the freedom I've been searching for. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I've been looking for freedom. Still the search goes on. I've been looking for freedom since I left my hometown. Come on, me! I've been looking for freedom. Still it can't be found. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I've been looking for freedom. Still the search goes on.
I'm sorry. David doesn't have that good of a voice, but you got to give him credit for having the guts to go out on stage and sing anyway, and entertain the crowd. And Andre was having a blast, wasn't he? He was really enjoying himself. I love this guy. He's so much of a great entertainer, and he just, you know, he brings joy when he plays. No matter what it is, he brings joy. And that is so great to see. He gets people up on their feet. They're dancing. They're having a good time. That, you know, I'm sure, I haven't been to a live, but I'm sure that if you go to a live concert of his, that you will remember that for a long, long, long time, because it will make quite an impression on you. He is just, I love Andre. He's so much fun. He really is so much fun. And like I say, I got to give David credit for having the guts to go out on stage and sing. That was something else. Thank you for asking for that one. That was worth the price of admission for sure. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Heavens to Murgatroyd 11 has asked for Sanandra Maitreya again, a.k.a. TTD. His voice would have been perfect for the blues, but the dumb industry wanted him dead. He made a comeback recently, so I'll request that next time. You know, it's funny. This guy, he's a great singer and a great entertainer, and it's excuse me, it's so hard to understand why he hasn't made it big. But I don't know. It's just hard to understand, because you'll hear this, I'm sure, when we see him singing this song. Now, I do notice that this is Terence Trent D'Arby. That's his name. That's his actual name. Sanandra Maitreya is his stage name. And he adopted that after some significant events that occurred in his life. But anyway, the name of this song is I'll Never Turn My Back on You. And then in parentheses it says, Father's Words. I wonder if he's singing about his own dad. Let me see if we got... No, we don't have subtitles. All right, here we go. Terence Trent D'Arby or Sanandra Maitreya.
This is a living now. I think my father said to me, and get a haircut, boy, if you want to see respectable society. Why did you stop writing? I knew you had some trouble, son. You should know right now that my number doesn't change, because the dirty deed is not all I need from you. And that's all, regardless of whatever you do. And that is that you understand that I'll never turn my back on you. How are your wife and child? I'm sure your little girl is gone. And give them a kiss and smile. That's what my daddy said in a letter very long. Now what kind of man would I be if I left you in despair? And then he wrote, and I miss your mother's son, 'cause if she was still alive, she'd tell you to you should cut your hair. All I need from you, and that's all, regardless of whatever you do. And that is that you realize that I'll never turn my back on you. Whatever you do, just try to get through to me. Remember the time we got drunk on wine by the sea. And all that when you tried to stack her home by yourself. You were stubborn then, and you are still stubborn now. But dig, all I need from you, and that's all, regardless of whatever you do. And that is that you understand that I'll never turn my back, that I'll never turn my back, that I'll never turn my back on you. Say you, put in the bank, boys. Woo! Said I'll never turn my back on you. Hey, listen, you said I'll never turn my back on you.
I don't know if you're going to understand this or not, but I hear, comparing this to what I've heard before, I hear a maturity in his voice in his newer stuff, a more depth, more body. I'm not saying that this is bad. This is not bad. This is good stuff, but he's gotten even better. And he just has a really enjoyable voice and enjoyable rhythm to his singing that really makes you get into it and enjoy it a lot. And he's a lot of fun. I just, why he hasn't made it big, you know, like Heavens to Murgatroyd says, his voice would have been perfect for the blues, but the dumb industry wanted him dead. Excuse me. We're actually, I guess you could say, we're approaching a point where the industry no longer matters. Excuse me. Because you can produce independently now and be successful at that. And so that's good because the industry is evil. Something that I've alluded to it in the past, I've talked about a little bit. Haven't said a whole lot, but okay, this starts right out, no ads. I'm going to the right screen, and I'm saying that out loud so I'll remind myself I'm already there. At the top of every industry and every government, there are people who are sold out to Satan. And they're working to implement his agenda. And they have tremendous influence. And so that's the reason why, for example, you see the industry putting out all this trash that they put out now. Nastiness, sexual immorality out the yin-yang. It's all part of Satan's plan. Excuse me. And because he has people installed in places where they have influence, I'm not saying the top men are, some are, but some are not. But I'm saying that throughout, you know, it's like, okay, if you think of a cloth, like a sweater that's been knit, and you knit it with a certain color of thread. Well, think about what the sweater would look like if not evenly, but in odd places, there was a different color that clashed with it. That's what it's like. They're there. They're in various positions of influence, and well, I'll tell you a story. I watched an interview with a guy who was a big soccer star in Europe until he sold his life to God. And he actually said that he was told by a journalist who was interviewing him that if he would sell his soul to Satan, he could be at the top of the game. He could be the best there was. And he actually offered him options. He said, you can sell your own soul, and you will give you a set date when you die, or you can sell your soul for your sister and we'll kill her. And he said, no, thank you. And the guy then became very angry with him and said, you realize that we can destroy you, that we'll make sure that you never succeed. But he was very successful. But, excuse me, he got born again, and he got a calling from God. And God told him, you have to give up soccer. And so he did. And now his ministry is to soccer players. to get them out of what they've gotten into. Because some of them, there was one soccer player that he didn't name him, but he said if he hears this, he'll know I'm talking about him. That he was required by Satan to kill his own 5-month-old daughter and drink her blood. And he did it so that he could be a soccer star. This is not unusual. This is not out of the ordinary. This is the norm. And I know, many of you are like me. You're just simple people who live your lives and you don't really get involved in all this hoopla of being, famous and all that stuff. And so you don't see it on a daily basis. And so you can think in your mind it doesn't really exist, that it's just, people are making it up, but it's not. It is not. There's a podcast that I watch. It's called We Need to Talk. If you want to know more about this type of thing, I highly recommend that you go look at that podcast. They're long. They're an hour and a half to 2 hours long. But you hear the stories of people who have been born again, who've been rescued out of some really bad stuff. And this is one of them, is this soccer player. And you'll, you might not believe it. I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, you have to make your own decision about those things. But I'm telling you, there is evil in the world, and it is working hard to turn the entire world to evil, just like in the days of Noah. I've said enough, haven't I? This is Persona 5 Royal OST, No More What Ifs, and it says with lyrics. So let me take a look at the subtitles. They're auto-generated, so I'm thinking that the lyrics will be printed on the screen. We'll see.
People come and they go. Some people may stay with you though. I am all alone tonight, and I can't
As soon as she started singing, I immediately thought of Sade. That's what she sounded like. That was a great song. I like the beat of it, and it's, how do I describe this? It's like lazy jazz is what I think of. It's got that lovely lazy beat to it. It's not too fast. It's not pushing it along. It's just flowing nice and smoothly and easy, and it's just fun to listen to, and it makes you relax. It makes you want to sit back in your chair, sip a hot toddy or a whiskey or beer or whatever, and just say, life is good. That's the kind of music that I just love to hear. I really enjoy that stuff. Let's see. Okay. I got to get, again, when I copy these over from the chat, it just truncates it all together, and I really have to pay close attention to make sure I get them split out so I have the right requests, and I separate the handle from the request. So this is Simple Disc, opening 2 of the anime Uma Musume, Cinderella Gray, a story inspired by real events in Japanese horse racing. I didn't even know the Japanese did horse racing. So there I've learned something new. See, this is something about you guys that I just love, is that when I get together with you and we share music together, you teach me so much stuff that I didn't know about. I don't know, maybe I should have known, but I didn't. And I just love it that you do that. I mean, I get accurate translations of lyrics, which are hard to find online. I get information about people and about places that I never knew. And this here, I didn't know Japanese had horse racing, but apparently they do. So that's just cool. Okay, so this is opening 2 of the anime Uma Musume, Cinderella Gray. And it's all in Japanese, so I can't tell you what it says, except I see 10 feet and MV, which I'm sure stands for music video. Okay, those were not horses racing. Those were people. That was really... I think that's the first time I've ever seen people come out of a gate just like a horse and race. So I had to wonder what this is all about. That's kind of interesting. I enjoyed the music, though. The Japanese, they just are doing such a great job of the graphics and the music together that it's hard to beat. It really is. They really do a wonderful job of presenting music and videos, music and graphics in a way that is very appealing and very enjoyable. So that's just, kudos to the Japanese for that. They're doing a much better job than other places are. So this next request, excuse me, this next request is from Pukar1345, and Pukar has asked for Yuri performing Dry Flower. This is one of those first take ones where they do this in Japan. You walk up to the mic and you sing, and whatever comes out, that's it. You don't get a second take. You have to do it the first time. And so they're really very fascinating videos, because you have to think that the singer is under some degree of mental pressure to do it right. So this is going to be interesting for sure. Let's see if they got subtitles. They have subtitles, and they they're decent subtitles, so we're going to turn them on.
Ah. こんばんは、ゆりです。ホームテイクに続いてこのファーストテイクでもこの歌わせてくれる機会をもらえてとても嬉しいです。今日歌う曲は前回歌ったかくれんぼのアフターストーリーみたいな曲になっててですね、僕にとってはとても大切な曲になってます。心を込めて歌うので聴いてください。ドライフラワー。多分私じゃなくていいね、余裕のない二人だったし、気づけば喧嘩ばっかりしてさ、ごめんね。ずっと話そうと思ってた、きっと私たち合わないね。二人きりしかいない部屋でさ、あなたばかり話していたよね。もしいつかどこかで会えたら、今日のことを笑ってくれるかな。理由もちゃんと話せないけれど、あなたが眠った後に泣くのは嫌。声も顔も不器用なとかも全部嫌いじゃないの。ドライフラワーみたい、君との日々もきっと色あせる。多分君じゃなくてよかった、もう泣かされることもないし、私ばかりなんて言葉もなくなった。あんなに悲しい別れても時間が経てば忘れてく。新しい人と並ぶ君はちゃんとうまくやれているのかな。もう顔も見たくないからさ、変に連絡してこないでほしい。都合がいいのは変わってないんだね。でも無視できずにまた少し返事。声も顔も不器用なとこも多分今も嫌いじゃないの。ドライフラワーみたく時間が経てばきっと色あせる。月明かりにも物が揺れる、きっと私もどうかしている。暗闇に色彩が浮かぶ、赤き愛色が胸の奥、ずっとあなたの名前を呼ぶ。好きという気持ちまた変わる。声も顔も不器用なとこも全部大嫌いだよ。まだ枯れない花を君に添えてさ、ずっと抱えてよ。 りがとうございます。
I really like these first take videos because they're raw. They're unencumbered with lots of extra stuff. It's just a singer and some music, and he better do it right. And he did it right. He did a good job. I really liked his voice where he transitioned between the falsetto and his regular voice. He had kind of a slide in there, sort of, that was really cool sounding. And I just thought he did a great job. I really did. It was an interesting song, the words to it, but very enjoyable. Let's see. One Odyssey says, oh no, sorry. See, I split that wrong. One Odyssey 1 says, can you react to a URL? Well, I can react to anything. The question is, will you enjoy it? And I think you do, or you wouldn't come back. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. This is Super Riser. Do you remember love? And I'm going to turn off subtitles because they're auto-generated. And the auto-generator are never any good. So this is Super Riser. Do you remember love?
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh,
I can't place it, but that is a familiar sound. I can't. I was trying to think of what it was, but I couldn't. But boy, that sounded familiar. Really did. Of course, music oftentimes kind of sounds the same as other music in ways. It has little bits here and there that do, or maybe even entire passages. But that just really sounded familiar. Unfortunately, I'm not a guru of music, so I don't know what it is that it's reminding me of, but I've heard that sound, that melody before. Excuse me. Chief Cthulhu. Hello, Paul. My request is Chant My Name, Ultraman Z, an English cover of the Ultraman Z opening theme by Second Archive. Okay. I want to share something with you as we get this set up. Yeah, I got to sit through an ad first. Excuse me. There is a man on the internet. His name is Uberti Angel. He's an African prophet. And he's done some pretty amazing things. Just for example, he healed a man who was dying. And later, the man went to a witch doctor in Mozambique to get help with something. And the witch doctor told him, I can't help you because somebody has a lock on you. Uberti Angel put a spiritual lock on him so that he could not be affected by devil spirits. I didn't even know that was possible. But anyway, the point I was getting to is, if you're worried about the situation in Iran, Uberti said Iran will be... Excuse me. Uberti said Iran will be a Christian nation. So, apparently God's got this all under control, and it's all going to turn out good, and you don't have to worry about World War III. So, maybe that's good news for you. This is Chant My Name by Ultraman Z, and it says fan-made.
I shall ask thee once again, will you chant my name? Ultraman Z. Tell me, what do you care for in this world more than anything? I won't hesitate in trading in my life if it would mean keeping it safe. Tell me, who's the motivation for the power that you're wielding? For a meaning of the fight was really kindness, I'll keep on searching. Running amok just to cure the boredom, yet another alien. For entertainment, resurrecting yet another giant monster. I won't know how just anyone to interrupt the peacefulness. Hurry up! You're worthy now to call my name. My wish is to protect this planet, so I can see its happiness. If I am wounded or I fall, it makes no difference. Mightiness and kindliness, Ultraman Z. In the end, what kind of enemy remains standing in my way? Someone brandishing justice in their soul while still bearing their fangs. For the one who has achieved the greatest power in the galaxy. Where will you go and who will you be battling? Go on, tell me. Combining forces together on adventure, let us both embark. Swaying between a friend and enemy, the choice is in your own heart. To put an end to all the fighting, tearing us apart. Growing up, the power of Feel power drawn from gentleness. Fighting together for the future you want to connect. Intense and passionate. Ultimate What shall this be once again? Will you chant my name? Zed! My wish is to protect this planet, so I can see its happiness. If I am wounded or I fall, it makes no difference. Mightiness and kindliness, intense and passionate. Ultimate
Well, that's really interesting. I tell you what this made me think of was, and I don't know if you'll understand this or not, but every superhero, Superman, Ultraman, Z, the Hulk, Ant-Man, the Avengers, they're all, what's the word I want to use? They're types of Jesus Christ. They're here to save the world, right? That's what Jesus Christ did. And all of these shows where you have people with what's the word I want to use? It's more than human power. Some kind of extra power that humans don't have. That's all just types of Jesus Christ. That's what they're doing, is they're trying to replace him with something that you can believe in. It's interesting. Okay. All right. This is an interesting one. Warhorse, excuse me. Warhorse 2007 says, here's the band I based my handle and profile pic on. And he gives me a URL. And he says, he or she says, I couldn't come up with one till my granddad busted out this banger on his spinning disc contraption thingy. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for the laugh. Oh, Lord. I guess you youngsters have never even, or maybe you've seen pictures of them, but you've never actually touched a vinyl record. I understand they're making a comeback now. My granddaughter is into those, which is weird because those haven't been around since 8-track tapes, which you may never have heard of. Everything's digital now, and so what's the point of vinyl? But anyway, this is St. Louis, No Chance, Warhorse, UK, 1970.
Countryman friend, lend me your ears. I'll tell you a tale of 15 years. I'm a lone man, but not for long. I want to see the city where I was born. I got a feeling I can't understand. I want to get back to my homeland. I ain't got no money, I ain't got a shoes for 15 cents. Fix your tie, your look a smash. If you don't mind, I'll take your cash. Soon I'll get the money, I got to feel fine. I'll pack my bags and you can drink my wine. Only got to know I got to go home. Good Lord tells me so, so help me. Show me the way. Come on and show me. I gotta get home, yeah. Show me the way to the city. Come on, baby, you gotta help me. Come on, baby, got to get moving. Show me the way, show me the way. Which train goes a new way? You know I got the fare. 'Cause I know my time's coming fast. I gotta try and make it there. Come on, baby, got to get moving. Come on, baby, got to get moving. Show me the way. You gotta show me the way.
Well, see, that's just good old rock and roll is what that is. I don't know if they have a name for it. I mean, I know they have all these different names, like I saw psychoactive rock at the end, but to me, it's just good old rock and roll. And that's, excuse me, that's kind of, the mainstay of the music industry. Everything kind of revolves around rock in some form or another. That was an interesting song. I especially like that really strange guitar sound they made there at like 2/3 the way through. That was interesting. But I enjoyed that. Thank you for asking for it. And I can see where you got your handle. Okay. Let's see. We got... Oh! Hello. Laszlo Imrene, my Hungarian friend, has asked for a song. I'm going to bet you... Well, I would have bet you that it was Lara Fabian, but now I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Because she absolutely loves and adores Lara. And so do I. She's a fantastic performer. So, this is a request from Imrene Laszlo of Hungary. And it's for Lara Fabian for Göttingen HD Live TLFM. This is going to be good.
Bien sûr. Bien sûr. Bien sûr, ce n'est pas la Seine, ce n'est pas le bois de Vincennes, mais c'est bien joli tout de même. À Göttingen, à Göttingen, pas de quai, pas de rengaine, qui seul l'amant de qui se traîne. Mais l'amour y fleurit quand même à Göttingen. À Göttingen. Ils savent mieux que nous, je pense, l'histoire de nos rois de France. Hermann, Peter, Helga et Hans à Göttingen, et que personne ne s'offense, mais les contes de notre enfance. Il était une fois commencé. Bien sûr, nous avons la Seine, puis notre bois de Vincennes. Et Dieu, que les roses sont belles à Göttingen. À Göttingen, nous avons nos matins blêmes. C'est la mélancolie même à Göttingen. À Göttingen, quand ils ne savent rien nous dire, qu'ils restent là à nous sourire. Mais nous les comprenons quand même, les enfants blancs de Göttingen. Tant pis pour ceux qui s'étonnaient et que les autres me pardonnent. Mais les enfants, ce sont les mêmes à Paris ou à Göttingen. Car il y a des gens que j'aime à Göttingen, à Göttingen. Et lorsque sonnerait l'alarme, s'il fallait reprendre les armes, mon cœur verserait une larme pour Göttingen. Göttingen. Et lorsque sonnerait l'alarme, s'il fallait reprendre les armes, mon cœur verserait une larme pour Göttingen, pour Göttingen.
She's in a class by herself. She is in a class by herself. Her voice is so smooth and so melodious and so gorgeous and so comforting and so warm. It just makes you melt. It's like, oof, just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I love to hear Laura Fabian sing. She is incredible. And I'm proud of you, Laszlo and Renee, because you made it to the live and got your request in on time. So we're making progress. Okay. And you got your Laura song. Laura, excuse me. I'm still saying Laura. This next request is from Elongated Orangutan 200. He asked for Buffalo, the first Aussie proto metal band. Sunrise, Come My Way. Sunrise, Come My Way. All right. This is going to be fun. Papa Smurf knows this. Good cut, mate. Ha! That's great. Yeah, proto metal. It's that driving beat and the constant rhythm that just is unrelenting is it's kind of a fundamental part of metal. And so watching these earlier bands when they were first developing that sound and playing it is really fascinating and interesting and enjoyable too. Excuse me. Okay. Like I say, I got to get these separated out. Ignorant Chris says, please react to TAKT Op Destiny. Opening full, talked to by RYO Supercell, featuring, wow, okay, it's a song from an anime where the protagonist acts as a conductor from an orchestra commanding a robot con. All right, let's see if we can find this. Okay, that's it right there. Okay. And should I make a stab at saying this again? Tact Op Destiny, opening full, Tact J by Ryo Supercell, featuring Mafu Gaku. Okay, that's more of a mouthful than I can say, but here we go.
あの街向かった僕らでたらめな歌を歌いなんだよそれで笑う旅は続くと思った
You know what? Let's start this over again because it's got subtitles. I should have checked that.
あの街向かった僕らでたらめな歌を歌いなんだよそれで笑う旅は続くと思った 悲しみが続く日常あとどれだけある5倍振り返ってももう見えない輝くのは過ぎた日同じ時思い出して弾くよ弾くよ弾くよほら君と見上げてた流れ星連れて行かこれ以上失いたくないこれ以上傷つきたくないそんなもんだろうと笑い僕は僕を守った生きてく理由があるの何もないまま歩けてた僕らは多分こう言うよ見ろよこれが答えだ途切れた想いを集め弾くよ弾くよ弾くよ変わらないことをつないだ 美しい思い出があの日々がさよならが僕に教えた愛することを寂しくないよここにいるから彼が優しいいつかこの道の終着地点で僕らはまた会える夢と夢にはめかみたいで信じきるには頼りなくて少しずつ諦めて手放したんだけど思い出したちっぽけなプライド誰にも譲らない旅を続けよ連れて行けあの歌をあの時をあの夜を僕らがいるいつでも会える寂しくないよそこにいるから忘れはしない響けこの懐かしさですが僕らに届くまで
I guess that's it. I forgot to turn my light on. And it's not coming on. Maybe it's died. Okay. I thought I had it on. Well, anyway. That's weird. I have a light that attaches to the top of my laptop, and it's apparently died. Because I got it plugged in, so, oh well, I'll have to get another one. So you can see my face, if you want to. I like that song. I like the interplay between the two singers, the man and the woman. It had kind of a nice sound to it. I don't know what it has to do with Commanding a Robot Con, but it was enjoyable. The next request that I have is from Marco 13371G, or 13371G. Hello, my request for a day is a URL. So let's put the URL in there and see what we got. We got to do an ad, and it's a long ad. While I'm waiting on this, I got to ask you guys a question. Is there anybody else on the internet doing live reactions like me, or am I the only idiot? I just wonder if anybody else is doing it, because after I started doing that, I really didn't think much about it. I just started doing them, and then I thought, do you realize how crazy this is to do live reactions? But I'm having fun, and I think you guys are too, so I'm just going to keep doing them. But I just wonder if anybody else is. This is Raoul and Falk, and I'm going to have to put the title into a translator to figure out what it is. House. Okay. House. That's interesting. So, this is Ralph. Wait a minute. No, it's Raoul and Falk. House, the official version. Huh. Official audio, sorry. Here we go.
I want to be free. I want to be free without my pain. I want to see dreams, sea of dreams. Please stand by me. Пальмы, песок. Я не вижу препятствий быть нам вместе. Восток, счастье, приток. Ощущаю, когда я рядом с тобой. Восток, дивные, красивейшие места. Напился этого нектара сполна. Это жизнь навсегда. Перья уже подняты страницы, высохли все по его воле. И все по его воле. Нам лишь надо немного самоконтроля. Не улетая в астрал, хоть в груди моей запал. Чего-то достичь, выплыть с Байкала. Одно из другого рождалось, какой-то невидальщиной формировалось. Вдумайся в это, просто чудеса. И вообще весь мир такая краса. Ангедония не наша тропа. Не смей думать, что все это волшба. Ты забудь, что такое депрессия. Лишь эйфория, процветание, конфессия. Просто будь рядом со мной, недалече обок близ дома своего. Просто будь рядом со мной, недалече обок близ дома своего. Просто будь рядом со мной, недалече обок близ дома своего. I want to be free. I want to be free without my pain. I want to see dreams, sea of dreams. Please stand by me. I want to be free. I want to be free.
That had kind of a introspective sound to it. It was like reminiscing or imagining the future, that kind of thing, where you're not really in the present, you're thinking about other stuff, and you're just kind of laid back and thinking or listening. Interesting. And they sang in English part way, which was interesting too, because it's a Russian song. So that was kind of interesting. Okay. My next request is from Mr. Kevy, and he says, from the game Katamari Damacy, and he gives me the URL. So let's put this in here. Where do we go? What happened to my... Okay. Oh, there we go. I see what's wrong. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So this is the Katamari Damacy soundtrack. Lonely Rolling Star. Well, that was fascinating. I swear I heard the sound of a calliope in that, and the Mario Brothers, the Mario Brothers game. I heard it. I swear I did. That was really interesting. That was a fascinating song. Had a lot of different sounds in it, a lot of different unique sounds that you don't normally hear in a song. So that was really enjoyable. I like listening to songs that have different sounds like that, where they make you think, what is that? And that was one of them. So my next request is The Moon and NYC, Bob Seger, Bo Diddley medley. This is going to be good. I know that to be a fact. Okay. Okay, so this is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band live in Detroit, 1975, playing a Bo Diddley medley. It doesn't get much better than that. Excuse me.
Used to call me St. for nectar. Got a brand new house on the roadside, made out of rattlesnake hide. Brand new chimney that they built on top, made out of a human skull. Come and take a little walk with me, Arnie. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love me? Hit me. Who do you love again? Who do you love? Oh! Arlene took me by my hand, said, "Good Robert, you know you're my man." I said, "Who do you love, Arlene? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love?" Night was dark, the sky was blue, and down the alley and I swinging through. Made a bomb child, someone scream, Lord. All I heard is what I seen. I said, "Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love?" Oh! All right. Thank you, the Silver Bullet Band.
Yeah, that was worth cheering about. That was good stuff. Bob Seger's been around a while now. A lot of great hits. But that was interesting to hear him singing with the Silver Bullet Band and doing that medley. That was good stuff. I like that. It's rock and roll, but it's kind of, I don't know, kind of bluesy, kind of jazzy. It's got a kind of a mix of it that's hard to put your finger on. But it's good stuff, that's for sure. Okay, I got a request from Awagawa. It says, "Hey, please react to Can You Keep a Secret by Hikaru Utada. Thanks." Hikaru Utada. We've done a couple of her songs, or his songs, I mean. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And of course we have to watch a ad before we can get into the song. So this is Hikaru Utada. Is it Hikaru or? Yeah, Hikaru Utada singing Can You Keep a Secret?
近づきたいよ君の理想におとなしくなれない Can you keep a secret? Hit it off like this, hit it off like this, oh baby. Hit it off like this, hit it off like this, oh baby. Hit it off like this, hit it off like this, oh baby. Hit it off like this, hit it off like this, oh baby. ここからずっと送ってる暗号を君 きたいよ君の理想におとなしくなれない Can you keep a secret 悲しくないよ君がいるから Can you keep a secret Can you keep a secret 近づけないよ君の理想に後には戻れない Can you keep a secret おしゃべりじゃないと証明してよ Can you keep a secret Or gonna mama secret Hey, can I take a time out to tell you something? But see, can you keep it a secret? Cause this guitar is makes me wanna Come on 今までずっと秘密にしてた誰にも言わない Can you keep a secret 悲しくないよ君がいるから Can you keep a secret Can you keep a secret 傷つけないと約束しても誰にもわからない Can you keep a secret 悲しくないよ君がいるから Can you keep a secret Gonna never secret Can you keep a 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 secret Can you keep a
Okay. That was an interesting pop song, but it's kind of weird doing it with a robot. Like, what was that all about? I'm not quite sure what to think of that. Okay. She had a good voice, though, and I said she was a he. I was wrong. I forgot that it was a female singer. You have to forgive me. I'm 78. I have a bad memory. I see that it's time to quit, but I'm going to do one more song. Pro Gamer 52 says, please do Women Tamer by Sir Lord Baltimore, a reflection of the exaggerated rock machismo of the 70s. And no URL, so let me get this. Excuse me. Get this up here. Remind you again that the, oh, wait a minute. Yep, this is it. I just want to remind you again that that I will do a supplemental tomorrow. I'll get a lot more of the requests in that. I don't know how many we've done. I don't count them while I'm doing them. But we should get quite a few of them. I doubt that I'll get every single one because the request list is quite long. Super long. But I do want to thank you for coming and for spending time with me. Some of you are here for the whole 3 hours. That blows my mind. That's absolutely incredible to me. So thank you. So this is Woman Tamer, Sir Lord Baltimore. Well, that was typical Sir Lord Baltimore, wasn't it? It's got that, that, I guess you call it proto-metal sound, the guitars and the voice, kind of not screechy, but forceful, I guess I'd call it. Couldn't get much of the words, but that's okay. It's all about the music and listening to the sound. And I thought it was real interesting when in the middle of it, they kind of slowed the beat down for a minute and just made it almost sound like they were done, and then they sped it back up. That was cool. I like that. Thank you for coming to my stream. I appreciate it. I really, really am thankful for every single one of you that comes. This is always fun for me. I hope it's fun for you as well. Once I stop the stream, I will download the video after it's processed by Rumble, and then I'll upload it to YouTube to find out what's copyrighted. Then I start editing, removing all that, and then I gotta process that on my computer, and then I gotta upload it, and they have to process it, create the subtitles. It all takes time. It's about 5 or 6 hours, maybe 7 total. I'm not working that whole time. I'm mostly just waiting for stuff to get done processing, but it does take 6 or 7 hours. So I thank you for your patience for that. And again, I really appreciate all of you coming, and I pray that God will watch over you, and that this will be a great day for you, and that every day will be a great day for you, and that God will bless you with his joy and with his mercy, with his love and with his peace. So, thank you very much for coming. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.